Welcome to the Excel lesson. Today I will explain some of the functions those combine text items. Let's start with the function concatenate. Concatenate, it's been around since Excel 2003, and actually this function is near to disappear because there is a new counterpart, a new version of that. But it still exists, and let's take a look how it works. Concatenate concatenates several text items, actually 30 text items together, and returns the result as text. If you are concatenate the numbers, after concatenation it will be concatenated as text as well. And if you don't want that, you can use the text function to change the type. Let's take a look at the function, and I will enter it. And if we see in this list, the concatenate, it has some mark there. That means this function will disappear soon. And then here we have the newer version of that, and I will explain later how it works. But till now, I still use this one, and I will explain the differences later. When you click on the function, you see the syntax, and here we have the arguments, text1, text2, and then we have 3 dots, so it can continue up this, it can take 30 arguments. Let's concatenate these 3 cells. So I will click on the first one, then comma, the second cell, comma, the third cell, and the close parenthesis. And we have all these 3 cells concatenate as one text, so they are combined in one sentence now. If you want to have spaces between, you can enter extra comma, and in between, in double quotes, the space, the empty string. To enter the empty strings, it is maybe even quicker to use the function. So I will click on the function here, and here I have the empty strings already, and let's keep the empty string between another text as well. So what you will do here, you will just click on the space and then the next one, and the double quotes will be automatically inserted there. So it saves you the clicks. And then this text, and then OK. So we got the joined text with the empty strings between. If instead of the space you want the underscore, for example, you can enter it and you will see it in the joined result. Well, concatenate can work with other functions like left, right, or mid as well. Let's take a look at the situation with the left function. Let's concatenate this text, then this one, and from the last one we don't need the complete text what is there. Let's choose only the start. So I will integrate the left function. In this argument I will say left this text and take only 4 letters, the start letters. So I have entered 4 there, then close parenthesis and close parenthesis, and it is combined now, and from this part we have only the first letters used. And the same can be done with the right or the mid. To concatenate manually, instead of using the function concatenate, you can use the concatenation operator, that is an ampersand. Let's take a look how it will work with the ampersand. We are starting with the equal. Let's take the first argument, and then I'm not using the function now. I will use the ampersand, the second argument, ampersand, the third argument, and click enter. And we have the concatenation. And like in the case of the function, if we want the spaces there of the underscores, we can enter the extra ampersand, and in between, if you want the underscore in the double quotes underscore, or if you want this space here, the second ampersand, double quotes, and we can enter the empty string there. Click, and it's done. Actually, in this case, this manual ampersand, it does the same job, but in my way I was mainly using this manual version instead of using the function, because it is more readable and maybe even faster. Because Excel is developing so well, we got a new function instead of the concatenation function. That is the function CONCAT. It is available in Microsoft 365 and Excel 2019. CONCAT can handle all the activities that concatenation does, and plus it can work with ranges as well. Let's take a look at the example. I will use the same cells for the example that I've used for the concatenation, and we can see that if concatenation disappears in the future, we don't lose anything. Let's enter concat. And because I want to use the empty strings between the text, I will hit on the function dialog box. It makes it easier to enter the empty strings. So this one, text one, the second one, empty string. So I will hit on the space. The second is this one, then space, third one, this text, and OK. So we got the concatenation the same way like we had this ampersand or concatenate function. Well, I had the underscore. If you want the underscore as well instead of the empty string, let's enter it there. And we can see that it can handle what ampersand or concatenate does. But it goes further. And let's take a look at the second example now. I will enter concat again. And if we don't want the spaces between, we can just select a range. So I will just select these three cells, close parentheses, and we got the quick concatenation. So in case if you want to select a range and you don't want to enter them one by one, you can just select it, hit enter, and you have the concatenated situation. So to summarize the concat function, concat can accept range in addition to individual cells, and that is a big improvement. And the same way like the concatenation is working, it converts this text or numbers in the text format. The last and the most powerful combining function that I want to discuss is the function TEXTJOIN. TEXTJOIN is a new function. It is available in Microsoft 365 and Excel 2019. TEXTJOIN joins a range of cells, and plus on that, it provides the option for delimiters and empty values. Like range of cells option is available in the concat function as well, but it has no option for the delimiters and empty values. So TEXTJOIN is a complete version in this category of functions. Let's take a look at the example. Let's use the TEXTJOIN equals TEXTJOIN. And in the syntax we can see that the first argument is the decimeter. We can choose it. I will enclose in the double quotes, and you can choose the space or other delimiters. And then the second option is true to ignore empty cells and false to include empty cells. Some of the situations when you have the empty cells and you want to combine them together with other text, this can be the perfect solution for that. You can make a choice, you want to include them or exclude them. Let's ignore in this case, we don't have empty cells anyway. And then like in the concat example, you can choose the cells one by one, or you can choose the range of cells. So it sort of combines the concat function and goes further. And then enter, extend this that we can see what happened. And our text was joined now, and I have used this empty string in between, so I have the empty strings between the joins. And what if we want to use different delimiters between the tags and not only the one type? That is also possible. So in the first argument, I will enter the curly braces, start and end, and here I will keep the empty string, and between the second and third tags, if I want to use another delimiter, I will enter extra double quotes, and here I will enter the underscore and then hit enter, and we can see here that the first and the second is separated by the empty space, and then the second and third text is separated by underscore. To visualize it better, maybe I will enter another question mark. So slash here, and you can see the result more properly. So all the options are possible, and I find this new function a very useful and handy one. Hope it was useful information for you as well. Thanks for watching.